Good morning, ladies. Welcome back. You know, I have been seeing all over for the past couple months on YouTube, Instagram, and just Facebook everywhere, people talking about castor oil and why they use it and what it does for them. And I know some people are out there, they're claiming all kinds of different things, but I want to tell you why I use it and how it has helped me. If you saw my previous Amazon video, you will know that this is the castor oil that I have been using, and I want to tell you how it has helped me, and I want to tell you what are the best kinds of castor oil to buy. So if that sounds interesting to you, I do hope that you will watch the video all the way through. If you're new here, I do hope that you will hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, share this with a friend, and give it a big thumbs up. It so helps me with my channel. Thank you. Now, let's get started. First of all, two things. I am not a doctor in any way, shape, or form. That is not my profession in any way. I am not an esthetician. I am not a skincare, person. I love skincare. I read a lot about skincare. My daughter is a certified esthetician, so I've asked her different things on it as well. Second thing, I want to let you know, I am 64 years old. I have severely, severely dry skin. I have damaged my skin in the past when I was younger. When my hair was growing up, we didn't wear sunscreen that much, and they had copper tone with an SPF 8 in it. 4, 6, 8, and I think 10 was the highest they had if I did wear sunscreen, but I was the youngest of 9 kids, so my mom didn't buy a lot of sunscreen for all of us. Grew up on a farm. We were outside a lot. I also went to the tanning bed for 15 years and damaged my skin. Even though they tried to tell you it blocks out UVA and UVB rays, as I've said before, I got skin cancer in a couple places that don't normally see the sunshine. So I'm attributing that to the tanning bed. And it also broke down a lot of my collagen and gave me wrinkles and sunspots and different things that I regret now. I mean, it was nice at the time, I thought, to have a nice tan skin, but they've come a long way in sunless tanners. So now that's my favorite thing to use is sunless tanners. Rabbit trail. Okay, going on, I'm going to tell you why I use castor oil and what they say castor oil can be used for and what things are actual clinical and what things aren't. First of all, take my glasses off. This is my skin. I have no makeup on, and you've seen me with no makeup on before if you've watched my channel. I do have my skincare on, so I have moisturizer on, so my skin looks a little bit shiny. But I will tell you, I have been using this castor oil, for about a month. When I first started using castor oil, I just bought any old cheap brand, and it was real thin consistency. And then I started reading the ingredients, and it was mixed with a lot of different things. So it wasn't 100% pure. This castor oil that I'm using is 100% pure, vegan, cruelty-free, and hexane-free. And it's cold pressed. And that makes a big difference. And the consistency of this is a lot thicker than normal oils. And you will see in my hands, it has a sticky texture to it. And you can see that it's a thicker oil. You can see the thickness to it on the backs of my hands. So if you're going to use this on any part of your body, it will absorb in. It's going to take a little bit more time than if you had a thin, like coconut oil or almond oil or anything like that. It's going to take a little bit longer to absorb in, and it may feel like a little bit tacky on your skin. But I will tell you, it's worth it. And I use this at night. I'm going to tell you now some of the reasons. Castor oil is used in a lot of cosmetics and a lot of skincare. You may not know it, and it's used at a smaller percentage, and it's mixed in with things. So you don't necessarily, it's not going to feel like that, and you don't necessarily know. If you don't read all your ingredients in your skincare, you may not notice. And castor oil is probably down at the bottom. They don't have a lot of it in there. They'll have a lot of other ingredients. So you're getting some of the benefit. But castor oil has something in it called ricinoleic acid. That is so good for you. Ricinoleic acid is an anti-inflammatory, antifungal. It's moisturizing. It does so many different things. So I Googled this morning real quick, and it just said castor oil uses and benefits. And this is what it says. Constipation, hair, castor oil packs, wrinkles, moisturizing, arthritis, cleanser, acne. It has different things. Promotes skin scalp health, boost your brows and lashes, fighting dry lips, hair health, induce labor, skin benefits. It lists all kinds of things. And it is good for a lot of different things. I use it mostly for my skin. Since I have been using this, and I'll get up close, I had a lot of crow's feet around here. And as you know, I am testing out the Nira laser, which has upped the benefits even more. I was noticing a small amount of improvement in my skin just by using the castor oil. And at first I wasn't using this castor oil. I was using one that was like a mixture. Then I started doing my Nira Pro. And after I do my Nira Pro and I put hydration on, before I go to bed at night, after all my moisturizers, I have been putting castor oil all around my eyes. I've been putting castor oil here. I put castor oil all over my face. But again, I do not have sensitive skin that's prone to rosacea or anything like that. And I will tell you, when I wake up in the morning, my skin still feels hydrated. It's thick, it's more inclusive, and it's going to stay on there. So if you have severely dry skin, castor oil is great for you. I have been trying to grow my nails. In one of my videos, I said one of the things I was going to start doing. So I've got like a clear nail polish strengthener on, but I have been trying to put the castor oil around my nails and just rubbing it in, trying to get my cuticles in better shape, because during the winter, my skin gets so dry. The other place on my body that I do use this, when I put it on at night, I will take and put it on, and then I use like my knuckles or else a gua sha, and I will do my gua sha routine with it, because it does help reduce inflammation, and it also draws toxins out of your body. When you're doing your gua sha, this is going to help reduce your lymph nodes. I take it all the way down my neck and I do my gua sha on there, and it's helping. I just started doing that. It's helping like with my neck and my jawline, so it's not quite as saggy. This helps clear out and help my lymph nodes. It just really does. It reduces swelling. I have arthritis. The other thing that I have been using it on, I have been trying to put like a little bit of castor oil, and not a lot because I don't want it real greasy, like on my shoulder, because there's a lot of you, if you don't, I have a torn rotator cuff. The main tear is healing, so I've got some scar tissue in there, but I have some smaller other tears, and I'm getting arthritis in there. So I will put some castor oil and then put some heat, like a heat pack on there. It is making it feel wonderful. Castor oil is very good for your muscles, your joints. It does help with a lot of things, like as far as that goes, because of the anti-inflammatory properties in it. It also has antifungal and antibacterial properties. So if you have a cut on your hand, now I'm not talking about an open wound, but if you have a cut that's scabbed over, put castor oil on it. It is going to help it immensely because of the antifungal and antibacterial properties in the ricinoleic acid. It is going to help that heal so much faster. And I've been putting it on my scars. I've got a scar on my hand, which you hardly can see, where I had surgery. I've got the scar on my wrist that I just started putting it on because of when I broke my arm last year, and I have a plate put in there. I tell you, it is just softening all of those scars up, and it is helping to soften. This is me without makeup on. I will put makeup on shortly, but I do have deep wrinkles in my head, on my forehead, and my Nira Pro is helping immensely, but putting on the castor oil is like taking it to its next level. I mean, if you don't have a device or anything, but putting that castor oil on it, as I said, I was starting to see the benefits of it before I started the Nira Pro. And I think even if I wasn't using the Nira Pro, I would see different benefits. It's going to hydrate your skin and keep it hydrated. I don't use it during the day. It's too thick, and I don't know how well it would work underneath foundation. I use a lighter oil, lighter moisturizer during the day. But at night, I love it, and I try to get it on early enough so it can absorb in a little bit before I go to bed. And I'm trying to sleep on my back because I know that's the best thing for you, so you don't get the wrinkles and different things. But my skin, and I feel like it's even helping draw out toxins so it's not as puffy, and it doesn't look like the you can still see the hyperpigmentation where I've got red on my skin from different things. But I tell you, it is making a world of difference all the way around my eyes. I do put this on my lashes. You know I have a favorite lash serum that I use that I put there. But I will take then and comb castor oil through my lashes to keep them soft. And I put it in my brows. Is it helping them to grow? I don't know. My lashes, I use my lash serum. Is it keeping them soft and conditioned? Yes. And that is always good. Anything that's dry and brittle just isn't good and it's not healthy. So yes, I would say you could use this. Now you're going to want to, when you put, I have a little bottle of it. I bought a smaller bottle of the castor oil too, or else I will pour this into a little bottle. And then I use like a spoolie, and then I make sure I get most of it off. You don't want to glop it on there, and I just put a little bit on my lashes. And let me tell you, between putting the lash serum on and then this, my lashes are so soft and feel so conditioned. And that to me is good. They're not hard, crunchy, stiff, or anything. And putting mascara on your lashes sometimes can be harsh on them, just like putting harsh things in your hair, you know, hairspray and chemicals and different things. It can be harsh on your lashes. So conditioning them, this is another good thing that you can do. We all know that castor oil is used as a laxative. That one has clinical proof, and doctors, they used to recommend that all the time when, you know, people were young and they didn't have chemical laxatives and all kinds of other things. Castor oil can be. You need to be very, very careful. I do know some people that use a small, teeny amount of castor oil a couple times a week if they have problems with constipation. You're not going to take a big bunch of it. If they just put a little teeny, I'm talking like quarter of a teaspoon, little teeny weeny bit, it can help you. But I wouldn't use it on a regular basis. I mean, yes, it is natural. It's made from a plant and everything, but it is sort of a stimulant laxative. But that's something that it works for, and people do use it. It helps. There's some scientific proof that it helps with your immune system. And I think that is great because it helps keep your lymph nodes cleaned out and moving, keeping your lymph nodes here clear. Different parts of your body, they have different clinical papers that have been written on it that it does help your immune system because it helps with the flow of fluids in your lymph system, which helps improve your blood circulation. So to me, putting like castor oil packs on or doing it here and keeping all of this flowing so you don't get backed up, especially cold allergy season, you want to keep all of this moving. So I think it's a good thing. And again, do a test patch on your skin to see how it's going to be. Some people that have like rosacea and sensitive skin on their face, the rest of their body doesn't. Now, I will tell you, one of the other places that I have been using this, and I am finding, I've only done it like 3 or 4 times, and it's making a huge difference, is on my legs and on my thighs. I'm 64 years old, and I will admit it, I spend a lot of time with moisturizers and skincare and retinols and things on my face and my neck, so it doesn't have a lot of wrinkles and whatnot. But the rest of my body, when I get out of the shower, I'm usually so cold. I get cold very easy. I have a low thyroid and I have low blood pressure, so I get cold very, very easy. So I'm like out and dressed as fast as I can. But I have been forcing myself to take the time to put the moisturizers on my skin. Summer is coming and I want my legs to look better. And I can tell you, I wish I had taken a before and after picture, but I don't think anybody wants to see my ripply legs that I had. And you could tell they were all ripply and it looks sort of like cellulite. What I've been doing is taking my moisturizer and I put a thin layer of moisturizer all over my legs, let it soak in, and then I'm taking castor oil, putting it on my hands, and I'm rubbing it in, and I'm using my knuckles, or I have this little nubby massage thing that I got at some little store, I don't know where it was, and just doing the little rubby, it's got little nubbies, so it's massaging and breaking all that up, and it's helping to empty out my lymph nodes and all those things on my legs. My legs are already getting smoother and they don't look as dimpled. And that's a good thing to me. You know, when I was younger, I had nice, smooth legs. When I was in my 20s, 30s, even 40s, my husband's like, he loved my legs. Now it's like, yeah, they're getting old and they're ripply. And even though I'm 5'3" and I only weigh like 108 pounds, I'm thinner. My legs the skin's getting flabbier. I mean, it definitely is getting flabbier. It's getting flabbier on the back of my arms, even though I do lift some weights and stuff. So using castor oil is going to put hydration in your skin. And if you massage it, it's going to help get all the lymph nodes cleaned out, so it's going to look smoother. And that's just from my personal use. So if you can't use it on your face, do a test on your skin. I've got like, okay, get my sleeves up. I've got like the normally driest elbows. And last night I put castor oil on them. They don't feel rough at all just by putting castor oil on them. And I know a lot of moisturizers are good, and that's why sometimes I will mix it with it. But after one use, I don't have any roughness on my elbows at all. So I would definitely recommend that. So that's another one of the benefits. It can help with fungal infections. I know some people swear by it. If you get like fungal infections in your toes, like in your toenails and different things, there is proof that it can help treat fungal infections in your skin, your hair, and your nails because of the anti-inflammatory and antifungal and antibacterial properties. I'm talking more the benefits, what it's doing for my skin, for my nails, for my lymph nodes. Those are one for anti-inflammatory, for pain with arthritis. Those are things that it has actually helped me with, and I would recommend to anybody. For cuts and scrapes, love it. It works wonderfuls. Anytime I get a cut or scrape now, I've been putting it on there, and let me tell you, it has done so much. They say it's good for your scalp, but it says it promotes scalp health. I will tell you, be very careful with that. It can clog the pores. If you're going to put castor oil on your hair, I would recommend putting it on the bottom. If you're going to put it in your scalp, I would mix it in with something, a very small amount, massage it in, and then make sure you rinse it out and make sure you cleanse your scalp very, very good. You don't want to get a buildup of it in your scalp because that's not going to be good. You can put it on your lips. I have put it on my lips at night, like when I'm putting it on my face. I try to put it around your lips. It's good for that. It's going to help because your lips don't have oil glands in them. So your lips are the first thing to dry out. And you can see I've got really wrinkled lips. You know, I'll admit it. You know, another thing, I wasn't putting moisturizer and things on my lips like I used to. There's the old adage that it'll help induce labor. Don't know, I'm way too old for that, so I've never tried any of that. They do say that castor oil, it'll soothe skin issues and everything and that. And I know some people, they say it helps with acne. Other people, depending on how sensitive your skin is, it can make you break out. So with anything, always do a patch test on your skin. And you can try it with like different spots in your body and then like maybe on your side of your face or something like that, because each part of your body, your skin is different. So it's going to react different to different things. You can put retinol on your face, like a certain strength of retinol on your face, and then sometimes if you try to put it on your neck, it's a lot more harsh. The neck skin is different than the face skin. It's different than the hand skin. It's different than the legs and the stomach. Your skin all over your body, God made it all different. It's all different thicknesses. The skin around here is super thin, you know? So that's one of the reasons why I like putting it there, because it's thin and it absorbs in, and I think it can help with those wrinkles a lot faster. Then up here is a little bit thicker, and these are super deep. So I don't know if I ever get rid of those. But those are some of the things. They say the castor oil packs, if you're going to do them, you're going to get like a cotton thing. They actually sell packs that you can put on them, and you put the castor oil on and you put it on your stomach. And some people put it on one side for their liver, and it's supposed to help. So it helps detoxify your liver because it does help draw out bacteria, inflammatory properties and stuff like that. So it does help draw it out. So those are some of the things that I use castor oil for. I will say one that I have heard, and I've not tried, and I don't think I'm going to try. I put castor oil all the way around my eyes. at night. And like I said, I don't put it thick. I put it thicker down here, and then I put a thin layer here, and I will put a thin layer, very thin, on my lid. I don't want it to get in my eyes. There are people, and you will see people on YouTube swearing by the fact they put castor oil in their eyes, and it has helped their eyesight. Would not recommend that. I mean, I know people do. In fact, my friend said her daughter does it. I don't know how much she puts in or whatever. And she said it has helped lubricate her eyes and it has helped her vision. I wouldn't necessarily say do that. I would check with an eye doctor before you put castor oil in your eyes. If they recommend it or they say it's okay, then maybe you could go for it. Castor oil is wonderful in so many ways. It's a natural plant, but you have to be cautious of it. You don't want to drink a gallon of it or whatever. You've got to really watch what you're doing. Now, second of all, to get benefits from castor oil, like I'm talking about in different things, you want to make sure you get a good one, because as I was saying, the first one that I got, it was actually a mixture. It said it was a castor oil on it. Come to find out, there were like 2 or 3 other oils first, and castor oil was way down at the bottom, which the other oils that were in there are hydrating and everything, but they're not 100% pure. So you want to make sure that you're getting 100% pure. I like the organic one. It's hexane free. It's cold pressed. And as I said, it's going to feel thicker and more sticky, but that's okay. And look at my hands now. Look at my hands. They still look hydrated and they still feel hydrated, but it's all absorbed in. It's all absorbed in. I mean, these are 64-year-old hands that I forget all the time. And I'm trying to get better about putting lotion on my hands every time I use the restroom at work. I've got it on my desk, and that was one of the bad habits I'm trying to break, and I am really, really trying. I actually brought my own goat milk soap to work, and it's in a little container, so when I go to the restroom, I'm trying to use that because the soap they have in our office is so drying. I think the first ingredient must be 60% alcohol. It's so drying. So this is actually helping my hands. So after I put my castor oil in my hand and I put it all over my face, I will take it all in at night, then just rub the rest of my hands. And it is helping these old hands look a little bit better. And as I can say, and I know I appreciate the comments. I cannot tell you how many comments I get on how nice my skin looks. That makes me feel good. Thank you so much. I do work at it. I'm trying to reverse a lot of damage. I have a lot of wrinkles. I have had no work done whatsoever. Don't have the money to do it. I probably could, but my husband would be like, yeah, no, we're not spending money on that. So I want to do something that's natural if I can. I'm not saying I never would, but right now I'm using things that I think are giving me the nice benefits, and I can do them every night. And at-home devices are so much more affordable now that, I would recommend things like that. Treat your skin nice. You only have this one thing, this one face. That's it. You got to treat it nice. I didn't for years, and I'm regretting it. So I'm trying to reverse the damage, and I'm trying to treat it better now. So that's why I'm loving castor oil. I do hope that this was helpful and it wasn't just like rambling on, but I have such a passion now for that product and how wonderful it is and how it's helped me in different ways that I just thought I would share it with you. But again, I'm not a doctor. Do your own research if you're not sure on a way that you can use it or not, and go by your own skin, because everyone's skin is different. Everyone's skin will react different to it. So do a test patch. But I think it's a wonderful product, and I think you'd be happy with it. I will list this down below. Like I said, I got it on Amazon, but I do hope that this has been enjoyable for you and that you've learned something. And I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you stopping by and watching my video and all of your support. Thank you again so much for joining me. Go out, have yourself a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll see you again in the next video.